and I have a special guest here. But before we even get to our special guest that we're going to have today, I want to welcome you to the Grow Your Money Club. This is where we talk about how to grow your money, not blow your money. Because if you blow your money, it ain't a damn thing funny. You heard me. So as you come in, I'd love for you to tell me where you're watching from, because I know that we have people that watch from all over the world. So I want to shout you out like always. So where you at? I want to shout you out. The other thing, here we go. Okay, I see. Okay, the DMV. What's up, DMV in the GYM? You ready to get in the gym today, baby? What's up? Sophia? What's up? Good morning, Naomi. Thank you. What's up, Naomi from NYC, baby? What's up, Miss Karen from the BX? That's what y'all say, right? Is the BX Bronx or Brook? No, the BX is Bronx. The BX, right? Okay, DC. Listen, if you guys are ever out and you see me somewhere, because I'm gonna be in, when it's springtime and then heated up, I'm about to be outside in these streets. So if you see me out in the DMV streets, if I see you at the gym or something, make sure you come and say something to me. Come say hi to me or something. What's up, Tyrone from Rochester, New York? Lovely JR. I know you from Seattle, Washington. What's happening, everybody? So the next thing I want you to do, I want to make sure that you post your your Black-owned business. If you have a Black-owned business, I want to make sure that you put it in the comments. Do you know why? Because we need to support each other. There's a lot going on out in politics and everywhere else that they are trying to take our wealth away from us, but we're not going to let them. So the way that we do it, the way that we become insulated from that is that we create businesses, which is extremely important. And that's the reason why I have put together the Bring Your Idea to Life training, which I'm having on Saturday. And I think we have maybe 2 spots available for that. I was actually going to raise the price to $149. I still hadn't. Y'all, I have been so busy this week. And let me just tell you. So last night, can I be real with you? So last night I was in Net 7 Collective, and we go in breakout rooms, right? And one of the things so we were saying, if everything was perfect, so I have them do exercises. So we do like this personal development piece when we first get on, and I have them go in the breakout rooms and talk to each other. Everything being perfect, what would your life look like? And one of the things I told my partner that I was in the breakout room with is, I said, when I transitioned my business, I had a really big company and I had all the staff and I had all this stuff. And when I transitioned it and I moved out here, it was something that I never had the desire to do again. Like, I was over it. I was like, I don't want to CEO nobody. I don't want nobody dependent on me. I don't want anything. I just want this independence and this freedom, because it's a lot. I get up, I do so much during the day. Like, I work my ass off. And so, but I said, if everything was good, I probably will build everything back up to the way I had it before, and I'll have the staff. So what's happening right now, what you see is, I don't have a whole lot of staff with me, because really I was on a 2-year hiatus. I took 2 years off. And I still did some things. Like I started the Net 7 Collective, and I started coaching women and doing some other things. But really, in terms of like real hardcore, nobody works harder than Constance Carter, which is how I like to work. I go hard in the paint. I didn't do that for 2 years. And so I'm back and I'm loving it. Like, I'm working from sun up to sundown. Like, I am working my ass off. But that's where I am. And so that's the reason why, like, there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing myself. I don't even have a personal assistant anymore. I had 3 admins working for me before. And I had my assistant, who had worked with me the longest, had been with me 17 years. Like, when people come, they didn't really leave, because I tried to create an environment where people love to be. So, and so that's the thing. I said all this to say that, that I have not increased the price of the Bring Your Idea to Life training. And that's simply because I just haven't had the bandwidth to do it, because literally I've been working from sun up to sundown. I come in here yesterday, I did 3 shows. I did Dr. Boyce's, I did mine, I did the Fly Nubian Money. Then I interviewed a few people for Net 7 Collective. I had to do some real estate work. And then I had to go and teach the Net 7 Collective last night. I didn't get off until midnight. Today I have to do all these things. I only have 1 podcast today, but then I still, ton of stuff to do. And then I teach a class. I'm teaching a real estate training for Dr. Boyce Watkins tonight. It's how to invest in wholesale properties, or how to, I don't know if we're talking from this perspective of being a wholesaler, but it's actually investing in wholesale, with wholesale real estate. So that I'm going to be teaching the class that night. But I said all this to say, your girl is like, I am stretched. but it's a good stretch. I'm happy and I love what I'm doing. I love all the things that I'm doing, but I got to get back. The things that I was coaching my the ladies of the Net 7 on is what I need to be doing for myself right now, because I'm telling them to delegate, eliminate, and automate. And since I'm just, getting right back into it within the last couple of months, I need to start delegating. So I'm looking for an assistant. If you know anybody that is interested in assisting me, I need an administrative assistant. So just letting y'all know. But the Bring Your Idea to Life training is still only $97 because I didn't increase it to $149. And there are like 2 spots available, I believe, for that. So if you don't know anything about the Bring Your Idea to Life training, let me just show you a little bit about it. The Bring Your Idea to Life training was originally a 2-day training. Some of the students had an idea in their mind. They weren't sure what they wanted to do. They had a business that they wanted to really get off the ground, or they had a business that they wanted to scale and grow. Don't listen to me. Listen to what they had to say about their experience in the training.
I came with just an idea. I really didn't know how or what to do. I walked away with not only knowing what I came in with, but what I was able to accomplish while I'm here in my next steps.
It really take me out of my comfort zone. Although I have all these passion about specifically something that I wanted to create, I didn't know where to go. And this training actually helped me to take whatever was in my head, put it on paper, forced me to do what I didn't expect I was gonna do. I thought I was just gonna come and just follow a lecture. I didn't know I was gonna do step by step, and at the end of it, create something that I could actually start working on.
This workshop has been really informative and transformational. It's not just informational, it has actionable steps that you can do. And like throughout this whole workshop, Constance always see where we were at, asking like, why would we buy, helping us crystallize our offer, helping us, have more clarity and be able to articulate our offering and our vision and what we can, provide. And, I recommend this workshop. It's really, it has been transformational, and I'm thankful for signing up.
So listen, seating is limited because I can only take so many people in this training with me by myself. However, I want to help you get from ideation to manifestation to monetization. So you need to sign up for the training, and let's bring your idea to life. All right, I'm putting it out there. Bring your idea to life.com. Now, if you have not signed up for it and you waiting until the last minute, waiting until tomorrow, it may be too late. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, it may be too late. So I do this so I can help you. And anything I do, when people walk away, it is not ever, you ain't gonna never hear that somebody didn't get what they needed out of any training that I try to do, because I'm going to give you 100%. I don't even like the lecture style trainings. I want to engage, interact. We have breakouts. We have a good time. Like I'm going to make you think. I'm going to make you, it's a back and forth thing, because learning is like, it's dynamic. It's not something that just stays, you're not staying still. I'm not going to sit there and lecture you and hopefully you take copious notes. No, we're going to engage. We're going to interact. And you're going to walk away with actionable steps, just like they said. So I see Naomi, who actually took the training, is watching today. So shout out to Naomi from New York. She took the training. She said, I thought I was just going to get a lecture, but I walked away with some, I took my idea and I had an actual business. There's Naomi right there. So shout out to you. You see, you was up in the testimonial, Naomi. Yes. Yes. So, y'all, we have a lot to cover. This is Thursday, and so I normally bring my good girlfriend, April Sampe, on here on Wednesdays, just so we could chop it up and kind of give you what's going on, weekly roundup and whatnot. But I'm bringing her on today, mainly because she wasn't available yesterday. But I'll make sure that her ass be ready to get on here every Wednesday. So you'll at least on Wednesday. So you'll be able to just kind of hang out with April, because I want to just break up, what we do and have a little fun, but it's also going to be engaging, and it's also going to be something that you can learn, because this is not about just about the entertainment. I love talking to really brilliant and smart people and have different perspectives. If you know anything about April Sampe, you know, she definitely has a different perspective from me than a lot on a whole lot of stuff. So either, you know, people either love April or they hate April. So I'm going to bring April on. But before I do that,
APRILSAMPE, y'all say one more time. APRILSAMPE, y'all say.
yes. Hey, Miss April. Wait. Where you at? There. She always cutting up. What you doing, Ape? You always acting up. You always cutting up in these streets.
Hello, little magic. How you doing?
Look what James said.
I know.
Oh, hell no. April, the two you gonna get fired. Might be a blessing.
Hi, my darling.
Felicia from the Net 7 Collective. What's happening, mama? Yes. What's up, babe?
No, you know what? I wanted to ask everybody in the chat. Can y'all do me a favor? This is very important. I need y'all to do me a very, very big favor. I need you all to send this out to all your friends and family. Make sure everybody is watching. What bothers me is that y'all are keeping this to yourselves, and that is ungoodly bad. So we need to make sure that you all are sharing, because sharing is caring, damn it.
That's right.
How are you doing, Miss Constance Carter? Are you magical today?
Oh, 100%. You know, every day is a good day when you're above ground and you can just look out and look at the golf course and the little stream back there. It's pretty good.
How she said you look out at the golf course.
I mean, life is pretty good. It makes life better.
Those of us peasants who are living in these little neighborhoods where all you see is like some kids playing outside. Oh, is the sun shining, honey?
Sun shining.
Yes. Your future is so bright you have to wear shade.
Ow.
Thank you for sharing, sunshine. Oh, yes.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And yes, she's right. Like, you know, we always try to give you something that you can chew on and don't keep it to yourself. April, what you working on? What's been going on in these real estate streets for you?
You know what? I'm working on finding houses for all of the people that need them. Amen.
And where? What area?
Well, thank you for asking.
Wait. April hates when I do this. This is what they say in DC. What area?
The area.
Area. Thank you. I need it, right?
Sweetheart.
I need it.
Wait, right? No, okay. So wait. We met before, right? I want to make sure that we met before. She and I met before.
I need it. Neesmith?
Yes, I think so. But yes, so in all of Georgia and all of South Carolina, and really, let's just be real, okay, Constance? You know this, and I know this. I work all up and through these United States.
You do?
Okay? Yes, ma'am. Because
you're a super agent. You're a super agent.
Super, honey. My cape is being cleaned right now. So unfortunately, I can't show you all the cape that I wear when I fly all over this beautiful, amazing country.
She hates what I do, but I had to show you where her real superpowers are, and that's in performing, baby. I love. Actually, my good friend, if he's watching, Mr. Dave Hollister, he's coming in today, and I don't know, he's flying. He'll be in today, but he's going to be performing at the Birchmere tomorrow. So we're supposed to be hanging out a little bit. If y'all know Dave Hollister, that's my homie. So we're gonna hang out tomorrow.
Ask him if he needs an opening act. Listen, I'm really good. On a whole different note, James keeps asking you a question, so he wants to answer his question.
What is it worth investing in tax deeds or certificates? Absolutely, depends on where.
Well, because I didn't know. Was this James who was asking that question multiple times on your
This is James who was talking shit about me.
Oh no, I know. James does not like me at all.
Wait. Then he went over to the next podcast and he was talking shit over there about me. I said that's because I said I don't like men who are 5'4". I think James might be 5'4".
Ooh.
And so I think now he don't like me. But yesterday he didn't like me. Today you like me, James? You like me today, James?
Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know. So, you know what? We have a lot to talk about, and I want to get right to it because there is actually a lot to cover from this week. So much stuff has happened, April. I don't know if you have been watching what's going on in the news and
Absolutely not.
Okay. So I got some videos and I want to discuss them with you because there's been some wild stories. Jasmine Crockett, I don't know, they threatened to censure her. Sexy Red got caught up in a $5 million lawsuit. And y'all, Pastor Marvin Sapp. Now I've met Marvin Sapp because I play the bass, and we've had events back in the Bay Area, and he came, and I don't know him personally, but like the choir went to go to Denny's afterwards, and we all hung out, and he was cool. But I've seen him do this very, very thing at the engagement that we were at.
I want to know what you saw him do.
Oh, you want to see?
Oh, please and thank you.
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. Shh. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. This ain't the time to talk.
Yo, he held them people hostage. He said, y'all not going nowhere until we raise $40,000.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my Cash App is... let me give you my Cash App.
I'm talking to the wrong person. I'm talking to the biggest heathen ever. I don't want to ask you what you think. I don't want to ask you what you think.
I'm going to start doing it. I'm going to start doing that in every show. Listen. Ushers, lock the doors. Lock the doors, ushers. Everybody, give me a $45,000 donation. Everybody, dig deep down in your pockets. Hallelujah, holla back.
Can I tell you?
I'm doing that.
Can I tell you a story? No. I need to tell y'all a story, and I've never said this publicly. I don't even know if I told you, April. You my good girl. There was this. I would say he was a well-known gospel singer. It ain't Kirk Franklin or nobody like that, but it was a well-known gospel singer back in the 90s. He did the same thing. He told everybody, shh, you know how they do. Shh. Your ones, your fives, your tens, and your 20s are cursed. Oh. Bring them before the storehouse and let them get blessed. Right? So he that's what he did. So then, okay. So I was a bass player, right? But I wasn't in all the shenanigans. I don't do the BS. And if anybody who was in the choir with me back then, they'll let you know. I wasn't in all the little shit that they used to do because I know I see behind the black curtains. So anyway, this was the second time here. So he see me playing the bass. He was like, ooh, she fine. And she played the bass, whatever, right? So he was just automatically beelining to me.
We did talk about
I told you about this? Mm-hmm. Okay. So he was like, he started like digging on me. So he's like, hey, I'm staying at our mutual friend's house. Can you take me home? Now we in San Jose. And so we're driving, right? So anyway, this other girl, first, after you sing in the choir, you go out to eat and all that stuff. So everybody's going out to eat. And so there's one girl that kept saying stuff. And this is when I was actually with my husband, but he was my boyfriend at the time, but we had broken up. So she was like, ain't you with him? Like she was like, and he was like, girl, you doing too much. Well, apparently he had messed with her the first time he came out. Now he had his eyes set on me. Ooh. I'm none the wiser, right? So I'm taking him home and he's like, hey, let's go up because San Jose has all these hills. Let's go up to the hills so we can look at the city. So I was like, all right, cool. And so then like he started getting frisky with me and I was just like, yeah, no, I felt bad because I'm like, oh my God, this is man of God. I just seen him curse all the ones, fives, tens, and 20s. I don't want to tempt this man of God, right? I'm like 18 at the time, 18, 19. I don't want to tempt this man of God. And he's all over me and he's trying to seduce me. And I'm like, no. And like, so we're going back and forth. I'm like, no. So then he puts his hand on my crotch. I'm saying it nicely, but I have my clothes on. He goes, clasps it like this. And he goes, Lord, in the name of Jesus, if Nisi, they call me Nisi, has with anybody else before me, let her get an STD. Then he said, better yet, Lord, if she attempts to have sex with somebody else, let her get pregnant on the first try. I was like, dude, you're weird. Finally pull his hands off, take his ass home, and that was that. But the pastor, the gospel singing pastor, and he was known back then. He cursed my coochie.
Did you get pregnant on the first try?
So I've seen these kind of shenanigans. So you would imagine I've been behind so many black curtains in so many different instances, and it's all the same, whether it's in, the personal development, motivational speaking space. When you see behind a black curtain, you're like, or you go to church and you like see what they doing behind the scenes. You're like, So I'm like, when I'm gonna come, I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna get involved. Here's my money. Here's my time, my tithe and all that, but I'm not doing all the other stuff. I'm not doing all the extra. I love the Lord, but I'm not getting involved in shenanigans. So I've seen that. Yes.
People
so I
always ask why I'm so not church. Listen, I always talk about how close me and God are, right? Me and God are unbelievably close. You can't get more close than what me and the Lord have, okay? Mm-hmm. But you asked me about a building, and the reason I say this is because I do personally know so many people who have wanted to or tried to start churches just so they can get the money.
Oh, it's definitely people. It's some people like my pastor in Stockton, California. I think that they are genuine good people. There are people out there like him, but there's also people that are raggedy as shit. They are raggedy as shit.
Well, and then also let's talk about it, because we always talk about the money, right? The money situation. Oh yes, honey, the pastor spanking the people.
Oh yes, I wish we had that video. Yes. Wasn't he like Nigerian or something? Wasn't that in Africa?
Hold on, wait. And then there was another one. Oh Lord Jesus. There was another one where there was a gentleman, and he was not a gentleman. I'm sorry, y'all. There was a pastor who said that you have to get the cream or something like that. Did you see that? When he was
the semen?
Yes, he was, and he was making people perform.
Oh, it was holy. It was holy semen.
It was holy. It was holy cream or something, and you had to make the Lord make the cream come or something like that. And I'm like,
no, the problem is it's always just like Donald Trump. It's going to be some crazy motherfuckers out there. The problem is the people who follow these crazy motherfuckers and actually do the shit that these people tell them to do. That's the problem. Even like Jim Jones, right? Like, so I'm from the Bay, and I know a lot of people who actually had family members who died. So some family that was related to my family, their family members actually died because it was in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. So I, when I think about it, I try to be sensitive to that because I know that they lost loved ones. But you think about why are you following this man, and why are you?
No, it's why are you so lost? What has happened in your life that makes you believe that is the direction that you need to go in?
Yeah,
that's the question.
Yeah,
but no. I mean, listen. There's so many. When I used to work at the bank actually Bank of America, I'll never forget this. I had a lady who was buying dog food, buying cat food for herself, and I want to say it was once a month that she got paid. Whenever she would get paid, all of her money would go to the church. And I'm like, lady, you don't have enough money.
Wait, girl, that's an episode of Good Times.
No, I'm not. I can't make this shit up. That's what they did. That's what they did. The
rent party.
Rent party. No. I swear for God, this is an old lady. And she would go right next door to the Shoppers Food Warehouse. I'm like, ma'am, first of all, you don't have enough money for animals. This woman did not have any money. I used to look at her bank account almost every day. All of her money would go to the bank. I mean, to the church.
There's a lady,
and that wasn't. You know what though? That really was the episode of Good Times.
Good Times. They had the rent party
together in front of this woman.
It was dog food. On Good Times.
This one was dog and cat food. She just whatever she could eat. Everything was canned food. But she honestly did have animal food in her bags.
I remember there was a lady that I was a part of Lisa Nichols' her global leadership program, and there was a lady in there that paid $30,000 to be a part of it and was sleeping in her car. I don't understand people who.
Why?
Yeah, that's
why do
crazy.
people do? That's the part that I never, ever, ever understood. You will do everything in your power to make yourself more successful, right? So you sign up for all of these things. You never do any of the things that you sign up for.
Right,
Okay?
right.
And then you have nothing to show for it afterwards. Sir,
Yeah.
man, sit down. Do better.
SYAD. Sit your ass down.
No, no.
Now, y'all stop. Make sure you're sharing this. And listen, we talking about politics, pop stars, and pesos. This is the wildest news of the week. Me and my girlfriend April, we're just chopping it up, and we just want to put you up on some things that are happening in the news this week. So make sure you stop and make sure you tell everybody to come join us and watch with us, because we want them to talk back to us and talk back to us. This is a dialogue for us. So not only just a dialogue between the two of us, it's a dialogue with you also. So we love your engagement. Okay. So speaking of the Bay, there's another Bay Area person that I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about, we talked about her last week. So I'm going to ask you, the reason why I'm bringing her up again this week is because I want to know, hold on. Okay.
You had been thinking about it and you said, I want to do this car life thing.
I said I did research, which is crazy. It's like it's almost like people think that I was just like thrown into car life and she's just homeless. It's not that at all. I made a choice. Like I said, I could have stayed at the hotels, or I could have worked it out even with my manager to stay with him. Like, how can we make room in your apartment? He has a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. So it's like they saw what they wanted to see. They didn't see what I said. Like I said, they tore it apart and made certain parts like she's homeless, all this,
right.
And she's destitute and she needs money and let's help her. And I'm like, you guys, I love the ones that came from me. Like, I have a place, I have a room, an extra room, you could stay with me. I'm like, my car is right now temporarily my room, my home. But I'm building my life from here. It's like that. And somebody said, oh no, she's not homeless. Look at her nails. She got her nails done. It's called polish. It's called,
and somebody also said she has an assistant. I saw Jermaine Dupree weighing in and saying, this is her choice. This is what she wants to do. She has an assistant. You're not, unhoused with an assistant.
Right, exactly. And for that comment, I was like, first of all, I've only met him once in my life, if that. I remember being around, but not directly meeting him. So I don't even think we said hello and shook hands or gave a hug. So I was shocked. Usually artist to artist don't, you know what I mean? He's a producer, but he's still an artist. We don't attack each other like that. Like you would swear that he knows me directly. Like he knows my story and why. It's like, where are you coming from? It was a shock, but I'm like, some people have to just be negative. And he doesn't know my story, so he's assuming, instead of reaching out to me directly and saying, hey, I heard about your situation. What do you need? Are you okay?
So do you think she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Okay. So the question is, are you homeless or not?
Or not?
Or not. Because first she says, I could have lived in a hotel. I'm good. This is my choice. And then somebody else is coming saying, no, she's good. Like this is what she wants to do. She has an assistant, so she's good. And she's like,
why are you coming for me? What?
Wait, hold on. He's actually saying exactly what you're saying. Okay.
She's good.
Do you have an assistant or no? And if you don't, you still said that you're good, and he's saying that you're good. Sit down.
So, my question,
answer your question,
and to the people that are watching, is she? Now I want to know. What do you think that she has some mental? Because remember we talked about her.
We talked about it last time. She has to. At first, I'm sorry. So at first, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you know what? This is what she wants, and this is empowering for her, right? Because there are people who do want to live in their cars. Mm-hmm. And it is empowering for them because they're like, I don't have any extra bills. I can go where I want to, when I want to, how I want to, and I can live a nomad life
in a car.
And that's their business. You see what I'm saying? Because there's some people that like sleeping outside on the streets. Yeah. That is their business, and that's what they enjoy. You do you. You know what I mean? Because I need to have something extremely comfortable for me to sleep on. Yeah. But that's you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just very strange to me because, like I said, it was empowering. Now I look at it as, to your point, a bit That was good. You can.
You can't whistle?
I can't.
All you got to do is
Do it
put your
again,
lips
do it again.
together. All you got to do is put your lips together and blow.
There you go.
So when I was 18, I was homeless, and I was actually, I have a book called The Secret to Breaking the Broke Code.
Let me see. Oh,
This one? You have that one?
I do.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, why did you say it like that? Are you saying that I'm broke?
Yes.
No. I read the book and now I have money.
So what I was doing the other day, so let me tell you. So the other day I got an email from Amazon. They were like, hey, do you want to do this free beta thing where we do this audio for all your books? And so I was like, oh, let me try it. Let me listen to it. And it goes, hi, my name is Constance. I was like, hell no, I'm not about to have them do my Audible.
Well, let me tell y'all, Constance is in there like talking about like, this is Constance. Hi, I was broke at one time. Now I'm not. That's how she sounds. She's trying to sound all sexy and whatnot. She's trying to use her inside voice. No, you said that you were homeless. I too was homeless, so I want to hear your homeless story.
Well, no, what made me think about it as you were talking was I was recording my Audible the other day. So I went to the closet. You called me. You FaceTime me. And I was like, I'm in my closet. I said, I'm in the studio. Leave me alone. Leave me be. I'm in the studio.
Mind you, we're on FaceTime, so I can clearly see that she was in the closet because it was down in the closet. Hold on, wait. Can I tell you one more? Not only was she in the closet, she was on the floor.
I had my big fluffy pillows on the floor. I had my mic, and she's like, "No, don't use that microphone. Use this microphone." I said, "I'm not using this microphone. She's like, "Well, it's whatever." But
she was in. When y'all listen to her,
it's gonna be good.
She's gonna be like, "Hi."
I was in the studio. I don't care what you say. I was in the studio.
This is Constance Carter recording in the studio.
I was laying down on my belly in the studio.
Recording this book.
But so when I was shut up
in the closet.
So when I was reading my book, it reminded me of that I was homeless, and my dad kicked me out when I was 18 years old, and I was sleeping in my car like Dawn, but it was not by choice. What about you? When was you homeless?
I worked at the bank and I left. And when I left, I actually had a couple dollars in my bank account. I was like, I'm good. Mm-hmm. My parents were going through a divorce. And I was like, I'm good. I'm about to buy me a house. I got all this. I got this, that, and the third. I really didn't have that much money to buy a house, but I had enough money for a down payment. Amen. And then I ended up quitting my job because the bank was crazy.
They had you effed up. I just ended up quitting my job because they had me effed up. Yeah.
Well, and I'm like, it's okay. I can get another job. I'm good. I'm making enough money for music. Well, that was in 2008 when the housing market crashed. And right around that time, I had a situation with my taxes. And right around that time, a lot of the money that I had was gone. And I'm like, I'm not staying at my parents' house because my parents are going through a divorce. Mm-hmm. And every time I stay at their house, I got to hear about the other one and get cursed out. I feel better in my car. And then I started owing money on my car. And I had to sleep in my car in order to not get it towed. Supposedly they're not supposed to tow your car with a person in it. I don't know if that's true anymore.
Wow. But, you could have woken up at the tow yard.
Could have. Praise God I didn't. And so there's another part of the story that I'm not even going to bring up, but there was a person involved that allowed me to not be homeless for a time. And I'm grateful for that person. So for you who's out there who took me in, thank you so much. But I stayed in my car for a while. I had an Altima, a gray Altima. It was very, very uncomfortable to sleep in. And it's not very easy sleeping outside in a car when there's a lot of lights. I sleep in darkness.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I slept in a garage, underground garage. So I had darkness. I was good.
Oh, so you better than everybody else?
Basically, I was better.
If you want to sleep in a garage in DC, you're going to be paying for it. So.
Oh, and then there's that. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what. Yeah, we ain't had no garages that you could.
I was in San Jose. Different, but no, you did have to pay. You know, wherever I was, I had to pay. But yeah, I was up in that car.
In the words of Constance Carter, I had more month than money.
Yes.
And in the words of Lisa Nichols, I promised myself I would never be this broke again.
Never.
Y'all, I'm gonna be a motivational speaker. Hey.
So I want to switch gears and talk about something else. But before we do that, I want to tell you that you got to learn how to grow your money and not blow your money. Because if you blow your money, it ain't
a damn thing funny.
That part. Have you joined the Grow Your Money Club yet? If not, why not? The Grow Your Money Club is a comprehensive program designed to take you through the complete wealth building journey. We don't just offer random courses, we guide you along a clear path, starting with fixing your credit and becoming a certified credit expert, to building your business, increasing your cash flow, diversifying your portfolio, and ultimately letting your money work for you. With over 30 trainings designed to increase your net worth, you get to either purchase the trainings individually or go through the 12-month roadmap. Here are just a few of the courses. From campus to cash flows, this is teaching your children to become real estate investors. The Wealth Map training shows you how to eliminate your debt, increase your credit, and diversify your revenue streams. You can learn to write your book using ChatGPT. Learn how to build your online community. What about 8 ways to make money using AI? Oh, and here's 7 online revenue streams to fund your $1 million dream. How about learning how to purchase tax deeds or land banks? What about getting started in government contracting? If you're a rookie, the Real Estate for Rookies training has everything you need. The Business Blueprint training will help you build your business foundation, get business credit, get business funding, and learn how to pay yourself so that you can scale your business to the next level. Or perhaps you want to create jaw-dropping video content using CapCut, Midjourney, and ChatGPT. There are so many trainings and master classes within the Grow Your Money Club, and I also drop 1 new training per month. You do not want to miss out on this opportunity to invest in yourself, because guess what? You are your biggest commodity. You are your biggest investment. Join the Grow Your Money Club today. You know what, April? I cannot stand you. I cannot stand you. You know what, April? Wait, what is it? What did you say when he rides you like a ninja?
Runs me like an engine.
Oh, what does that mean?
Think about it with your big brain.
He runs you like an
or maybe your small brain.
Oh, he runs you like an engine.
Mm-hmm. It turns me on when he runs me like an engine.
That's an original song. It's called what?
Manthem.
Manthem.
Wait,
I love that song.
Yeah,
a black man. That's all. That's the only part I know.
Look, that's sad. I wrote the song. I'm like, you're like, what's it called? Dang, don't put me on the spot. I don't know.
A black man. You guys got to get her. She has a CD. Go to iTunes, download. She's gonna get 0.00005% for it. So she
less than that.
She's not gonna make quite a penny if you stream it, but support her anyway. And if you promote music, good music, then make sure you book her. Cause
book me, damn it.
She puts on a great show, like a freaking badass show.
Bookable.
So, okay, we're gonna shift gears. Did you see the story about the young man who died with getting when he was getting hazed? There was a young man. He was pledging Q.
How long ago was this? Because
a couple weeks ago in New Orleans. Where was he at? Was he at Southern or no? He wasn't at Grambling. He was Southern or Xavier. I think he was at Southern. And so he died. And they arrested the guys who were hazing. And so me and my son were talking about that. And I was like,
we were having a conversation.
They suspended the Qs on a bunch of campuses as a result of that. And they're not letting them, do any more lines right now at a lot of different HBCUs. But so Boosie has this thing called the Boosie Bash or something like that. Did you hear about? Oh, so you didn't hear about that. Mm-hmm. So he has a thing called the Boosie Bash, which he does every year. And so he was like, you know what? I'm going to take a portion of the proceeds and I'm going to donate it in a scholarship in his name. And then I'm going to give the other half to his family. So what happened?
The 6th annual Boosie Bash kicked off at Southern University. Boosie confirmed to WBRZ on Friday that he had plans to use the funds from Boosie Bash for a scholarship dedicated to Caleb Wilson. Wilson died in an alleged hazing incident back in February. According to Attorney General Liz Murrell, Wilson's family says they had no knowledge that their son's name and image was being used to promote the music festival.
Their understanding was that Boosie wanted to contribute and start a scholarship fund at the school, and she put some money towards starting a scholarship. That was the extent of the conversation that they had with him more than a week ago, and no one ever asked them or even mentioned this event, and no one ever asked them if they could use his name and image to promote the event.
But on Friday, Boosie talked with WBRZ and confirmed he was working with both Wilson's family and the Human Jukebox.
And I know that you are launching a foundation of scholarship in his name. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to try to do something positive because I'm grateful for his dad and all the people who made this work. But, we're going to do something special for him because, it's a life lost too short.
Merle says she intends to take legal action for the misuse of Wilson's name for profit.
It's a dramatic misrepresentation of and misappropriation of Caleb's name and image to support a for-profit event.
We reached out to Boosie's team, who are not available for an interview. They did say they are aware of the Attorney General's statement and do have plans to respond. Merle says her work starts Monday. She says Boosie and his team owe the family an apology.
And I think the promoters just saw an opportunity to promote the event on the backs of people who just suffered an unimaginable loss.
So, what do you think about that?
Let me just get this straight. I just want to understand, because maybe I'm getting something mixed up. He's saying half of these funds are going to creating a scholarship, and the other half of these funds are going to the family. Am I correct in this? So what I'm understanding is that none of the funds are going to him. Is it just that he does not have a nonprofit? Is that what the issue is?
No. So I think, of course, he's going to make money off of the event, I believe, but he's going to he's going to have a certain amount going to the family, a certain amount going to a scholarship. I think $50,000 or something like that. I'm not sure. But so now the family is mad and they're suing him. They're talking about suing him because of this. And it sounds like it's more of the prompting from the Attorney General. It sounded like maybe she was convincing them. But I felt so bad for Boosie because watch this.
Going with me in Louisiana. That's why I moved from now on there, bro. It might be the last of Boosie Bash. That might be the last, bro. I'm thinking of taking Boosie Bash on the road, bro. Look for some venues this morning. Spend me about $300,000 on the tour right quick. I'm gonna take this on the road, man. They ain't gonna let me be great, bro. Man, I did this out of love, bro. My business partner came to me. Said, man, that kid just died, man. You wanna do something for that kid, man? And his family. Kid just died at sudden. I'm like, of course I'll do something for him. We'll give him a 20, man. You know what I'm saying? Do a $10,000 scholarship and give him another 10 to his family when we get there. This is sad, bro. Like, all the revenue I bring to this city, all the stuff, and they just always trying to take me down, bro. Like,
yeah. I don't think it was, I'm sorry to say it like this, but I don't think it was the family.
You think it was that white woman, or am I just being racial?
No, you are 100%. But I definitely do not think that it was the family that's behind this. And I do also think it's sad because when you try to do something good for people, and this is what comes out of it, right? A lawsuit. And I'll give you, this has nothing to do with this, but I want to make a point. My husband and I were talking about before we met, he was in New York. There was a guy who passed out. He passed out in the street, right? And my husband ended up moving him from the street literally to like the sidewalk. And they called the ambulance, had somebody to come and take the guy, whatever. They ended up getting my husband's information and tried to sue him because he moved them. So you would have been hit by a car because this is New York. New York does not care. If you're in the middle of the street, you will be hit. And I mean, it's just so unfortunate. You can't do anything nice for anybody. They're like, oh, well, you're using my life. What? Sit down. He's not here.
Right.
I don't think that it's the family. I just don't.
I don't think so either. I think she probably approached them in a certain way and said, look at what he's doing. And they probably didn't even realize what was going on. I believe it was prompted.
They were probably grateful.
Yeah. Because he said he had talked to the father already. And he was like, yeah, we talked to the father, blah, blah, blah. And, and he was saying, they were saying, oh, you just using our son. And I realize they're mourning because this is really fresh, right? You're just using our son to promote your event. He's like, this has been out on Eventbrite since November. This has been out on an Eventbrite. Like, this ain't nothing new. I do this every year, but I wanted to do something special for their son. And I think this person who don't know nothing about nothing, put that in their head.
But it's also, if you listen to what Boosie was saying, he kept talking about Louisiana. He never once said that family.
Is he the attorney general, huh?
Right. It's not, I mean, it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. But yeah, people, you can't help anybody. That's one of the reasons why you got so many people who always have a phone in somebody's face recording something. They always say, why are you recording it and not helping the person? Because if I help them, then
man,
I could be sued just for trying to help.
Yeah, I remember this young brother that went to our church. He was probably in his early 20s. Good guy. Sold out for Jesus, like church, all that.
Maybe did you say he sold out for Jesus?
He was sold out. He was sold out. He was like super sold out for Jesus. Anyway, he was trying to stop this guy from beating this girl, and he ended up getting killed. And that's the reason why people do things like that, is because they're afraid. That's why they sit back. So now we watching this man beat up this woman. A good friend of mine, their son, same thing back in, this is when Facebook was out, but his friend was getting jumped, and he was sitting in the car, and they got jumped by a bunch of Samoans, and the Samoans shot the boy, and he was sitting in the car. He was contemplating. Am I going, what? Okay, I'm just gonna, and it's 5 Samoans. You know how big Samoans is. 5 Samoans. And he was like, I'm gonna go out and help. And he went out there and they shot him too. He could have stayed in the car, ran over him, whatever. But, so when things like that, that's the reason why sometimes people don't like to help. And that's the unfortunate thing. But it's unfortunate for Boosie. I do feel bad for him because you could see the pain all over him. Like, I'm trying to do people. And you can tell his feelings are hurt. Like, every time I just try to do something good, this is kind of shit that happens. Mm-hmm. So I feel really, really, really bad. I feel really bad for him. Black Lexicon said, do they not have the Good Samaritan law in New York? What's that?
What is the Good Samaritan law?
And then Christina said, it sounds like there was a misunderstanding that could be rectified privately, because when other people get involved, it could be portrayed in an opportunistic way. And so now she's created some drama, probably that was unnecessary, unneeded. And hopefully I pray that they can get together. The two parties could get together and know, what it was all about. Because, of course, he said it here. They're mourning their child's death, And so it's just it's a lot of emotions going on out there on both parts, too, because he's very emotional. I feel bad for him. But, they lost a son senselessly.
Well, and it's probably very easy. It's probably very easy to take advantage of somebody, especially when they're mourning on that level. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody loses their child, you think that they're going to be thinking in a rational way. Come on, sir. Come on. Lord. Anyway, on to the next. All right,
I got another one. Okay. Let me see what you think it is.
St. Louis rapper Sexy Red is in legal trouble today. A new lawsuit claims she asked her fans on social media to beat up her child's grandmother, 51-year-old Nicole Barnes. Our partners at the Post-Dispatch say the 26-year-old rapper also shared Barnes' address and a photo of her home in a Facebook post. Barnes says she and her family had to move out of her Hazelwood home and now live in constant fear. She's seeking $5 million.
Okay, so hold on, wait. I need to pause for a second. The guy who she walked past was
Andrew Colwell. I was like, don't miss out. I was gonna bring that up. I didn't miss Andrew.
Was that the one? Okay, I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
St. Louis rapper Sexy Red is in legal trouble today. A new lawsuit claims she asked her fans on social media to beat up her child's grandmother, 51-year-old Nicole Barnes. Our partners at the Post-Dispatch say the 26-year-old rapper also shared Barnes' address and a photo of her home in a Facebook post. Barnes says she and her family had to move out of her Hazelwood home and now live in constant fear. She's seeking $5 million.
Does she have $5 million? Because like if she got that kind of why does she still look stank though? Like she looks like she's stank. She looks like she does not smell good. She looks like she's not fresh.
Okay, so because your point is very valid. And I'm going to say something very badly about the person who I just love him. Have you ever heard of a gentleman by the name of Flavor Flav?
Yes.
Does she not give you Flavor Flav vibes? It's like no matter how much you clean him up, they'll never be like.
She just looks dirty.
Because, certain people, when you put money in them, right? So Chris Rock, right? Somebody put some money in Chris Rock, and all of a sudden, Chris Rock, you're like, okay, he's not bad. Or Dave Chappelle. Y'all remember Dave Chappelle was a very unattractive man, and all of a sudden you're like, yeah, he was skinny, and now you're like, And Sexy Red, you're like, here's money.
Would you date somebody that looks like Dave Chappelle?
No, because I'm married.
If you were single.
Yes. Also because Dave Chappelle is hilarious and is the best storyteller. I would just be like, talk to me.
Do you think he's my type?
No, absolutely not. No, he's not. Anywho, Sexy Red, she looks like she's still, it's like nobody gave her money yet. Give Sexy Red
nobody gave her money yet. They didn't give her advance. They didn't pay her out on her royalties.
It's locked away in escrow. It's so unfortunate. So yes, I do have an issue with how are you going to go tell somebody to go beat up the grandmother? I understand that your grandmother is like young for a grandmother.
Yeah, she's like my age almost. She's 51. I'm 49. She's a couple years older than me. Yeah,
that's unacceptable. That's again ungoodly bad. Like, sit down, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care how much money you got. You cannot buy class. Can I say it one more time?
Disagree.
No matter how much money you got, you can't buy class. I mean, you just can't do it. You just can't do it. I mean,
Can you do that again, please?
No matter how much money you got, you can't buy class.
I don't even care if she's classy, because she's definitely not classy, but she
can't buy the stench off her. But even that, like, girl, you got millions of dollars. They said they're suing her for $5 million. Like, I'm emotionally distressed. I had to move out of my house. I've had to make all these concessions. I had to do all these things. Now I'm suing you for $5 million. That was so stupid. I know that you probably got into it with her, but you can, if you got that kind of money, you can't still be ghetto. Ain't nobody telling this young girl that she can't still do this shit.
If your coochie's pink and your asshole's brown, then you can.
That's right. She said, no, that wasn't her. That was the other one.
No, that was her.
Are you sure?
I'm out of town, running thugging with my
No, it's the other one. Suki with the good coochie.
No, that was y'all in the chat. Tell me.
I don't know.
Because if you notice, I don't know if you're aware, but we are definitely over the age of Sexy Red.
And why does my daughter like her? That's her ratchet pleasure.
I don't understand. Okay, so true story. I had a conversation with these humans that were like, yo, her lyrics are fire. And I'm like, no, her asshole is on fire. Her lyrics are not.
Yeah, she says she has.
Didn't she say that?
She talks about STDs.
And that's something to promote. I'm like, is that a thing now? Do you promote now having STDs? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if we bring it on all the way home, the pastor that you were talking about might have put his hand on her cooch.
Well, I will say this. I'm gonna bring this back to white supremacy, because it all comes down to it.
Let me look at my phone real quick. Go ahead. You go ahead and talk, and
let me tell y'all why. Because there's no way on God's green earth. Ooh, I love the music, but not the lyric. Okay, Sophia, Miss Sophia Ratchet. Okay, don't let me know that you out here being ratchet, Miss Sophia. The original song was done by the Red Sisters in 1971. My coochie's pink and my booty hole's brown. Okay, let me tell you why this is.
Wait, no, what?
Google it. While I'm talking, Google that. Let's see. So, but we can't listen to it on YouTube because
No, we can't.
Copyright us. It might strike us. But look, the reason why it's white supremacy is because they would never put an Asian record out like this. Even if an Asian did it, they would never put a Jewish person record out like this. They would never put anybody else other than Black people. So they are putting money behind this garbage so that she could negatively impact and influence our children. They wouldn't do this with anybody else. This is disgusting. This is distasteful. This is all the disses. This is all the negative things and the garbage that you could think of. This is all of those things. Sexy Red, Sukiana, and all these bitches represent all of that. And they would never put this kind of money behind anybody else. But the reason why there's a song called Pound Town from 1971. OMG.
I'm sorry, you guys. Constance, please continue.
They would never do this with any other race, but they do this because they want to dumb your children down. You know, and I can't control what my kids listen to, but I can influence them in other ways that they know that this shit ain't cool and that my daughter will never go off the house looking like that. You know, so I make sure that you got to put the positive stuff in your kids' brains. But that's all part of the power structure. Tank said, and I should just keep that video up there. He said, our violence isn't the issue. Our love is. With the powers that be. Our violence is not the issue. Our love is. And when you think about that, they're putting the money behind the things to destroy our community. And y'all don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
You know, and okay, so I don't like saying that I agree with you on that, but I agree with you, right? But my question, no, I agree with the fact that there's a machine behind the negativity of Black people. But my question then is, why? So I always ask this question.
Because they hate you. What do you mean? Why?
And see, and that's where I disagree.
You don't think these people hate you?
Are you gonna allow me to say words, or are you going
to?
Okay.
Because they hate you. But go ahead.
I 100% believe that there is more to us than hate. I think that there's power. And I think that if you look at it from that perspective, you can understand there's a reason that the powers that be want our power to be taken from us, because we have power on a level that is so unbelievably unmatched. And the problem is that we have people like Sexy Red that for some reason are getting all of this power, right? And people are looking up to her as if she's some type of sex symbol or some type of symbol in general. I'm sorry, I threw up. I'm sorry.
Did you throw up in your mouth?
I did, and then I'm sorry, but it just frustrates me to my core that we don't see that the reason that we're constantly being put down is because we are able to lift ourselves up on levels that no one else can. And until we get to that point where we have to remind ourselves that we are what? The shit. If you don't say that to yourself every day, hold on, wait. My auntie says, I wake up in the morning and I brush my teeth like this. And I look in the mirror, I spit, I look in my mirror and I go, huh, pretty bitch. You goddamn right. Every day I look at myself and I remind myself that I'm a beautiful, beautiful bitch. Why can't our children do the same thing? Instead, they sit up talking about my coochie pink and my asshole brown. That makes my ass itch. Maybe her ass itches too.
Well, her ass definitely is itching and burning and everything else. I mean, it's all the things. But I agree, and I think that you're saying we're saying almost similar, huh? Almost. I ain't say all the way. I said almost. I almost agree. We're saying similar things, April. But and you're saying, yeah, it's because we're so powerful. I 100%
unbelievably powerful, outrageously powerful, and undeniably powerful.
Yeah, because I was thinking back to, okay, but why don't they do this to everybody else? Because nobody else is as powerful as us.
And that's my point. I'm like, but the problem is that we don't recognize our power. Yeah. Recognize it.
Well, Listen, let me tell you something. I think, April, that we've fallen for the banana in the tailpipe for a very long time. They've been very successful at brainwashing us. They have, dear. They have. We've adopted those monikers that said, I don't support Black business. I don't do business with Black businesses. I don't do this. You're right, Deborah. We're so powerful. So we have adopted that. But there is a great awakening that's going on. So my hopes really going forward is that we're not going to see the same types of things that are influencing us. We're going to see some positive things coming out, because now we've been awakened. We now have control and we have more power than we know that we've ever had in this world. So I think it's a good thing of everything that's happening to us right now with what's going on with the federal government. Because when I see that stuff, I just be like, shit. That's what I wanted to show too. Shit. Okay. Maybe when we do another one, I'll find that video, because I wanted to talk about that one too. But when I watch the things that's going on with the federal government, I'm just like, it's not that it doesn't affect us, but I got my popcorn. I'm watching these motherfuckers do what they do to each other that they've been doing to us for centuries. And I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this popcorn and drink this latte, because this ain't new for Black people. All this shit is not new. And let's just watch them self-destruct. But here's that video from Tank.
Our violence isn't the threat. Our love is. Our family separated. It's fine. It's perfect. The man staying with his family and raising his kids and pouring into his woman, that's the threat. That's why R&B takes such a back seat, because we're not promoting the aesthetic that continues to perpetuate the stereotype. You guys are killers. You guys are animals. You guys are savages. That's when you're at your best. So that's what we're going to reward. Those are the guys who get the $100 million deals. Those are the guys who fill up the arenas and stadiums and talk that shit. We love when you talk that shit. Love? We're cool. We're cool. We don't own conglomerates. It comes down to ownership. Yep. We don't own radio. We don't own streaming. We don't own media. We don't own none of it.
This is what I'm saying, April. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And you can't disagree with them, right? Okay, everybody who's watching, I need you all to do me a favor. It's very important, very, very, very important. Homework, right? Okay. I need everybody today is Thursday, so we got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I want you all to 5 people. No, let's go with 6. 6 people, okay, between today and the end of the day on Saturday. Tell them they are beautiful. You got 3 options: beautiful, handsome, powerful. Those are the things. Just random people.
Random people.
Okay, just walk over to them and say, "Excuse me," and make sure it's true.
So,
right?
So don't tell nobody ugly.
And if you want to say ugly, but you have to tell them what ugly means. You have to say, "You ugly. You understand God loves you."
That's okay? April's word.
Yeah. Y'all can buy some ugly. Get your ugly t-shirt. Anyway, but no, in all seriousness, like that's it. 6 people. And if you want some extra credit,
you said 6 people. Okay, so what am I telling them?
So it's one of 3 things. You either say you're beautiful, you're
beautiful. Somebody put that in the chat. Somebody put that in the chat. You're beautiful.
You're beautiful. You're handsome, or you're powerful. Now, here's the thing about powerful.
Because what if I go to a man and I say you're powerful?
Yes, but he has to actually be powerful. What does that mean? That means that when that man walked into that room or wherever you were, did you feel his energy? Right? Did you feel it before you even saw him? Same with a woman. Because it's a lot of times that somebody will walk into a room, you didn't even see them, they were behind you, and you felt some energy shift in the room. Right. It was them. Tell them that. Sometimes we forget. And sometimes we don't realize that we are freaking beautiful. Sometimes the men don't get it on a regular basis, and they should.
So if I go up to a man and I tell him that he's powerful, he's not going to think I'm flirting with him?
You can even, you're powerful, but I'm not flirting with you, sir. I just want to make that clear. Okay, I'm not. You can tell them that, but tell him Men need to know that shit too.
Okay.
And I mean, you know, it bothers me.
Beautiful, you're handsome, you're powerful, right?
You're handsome, you're beautiful, you're powerful. Powerful can go either way.
Okay.
But make sure that shit is real. Don't and when I say beauty and handsome, it doesn't even have to be their look. Their energy can be beautiful, right? You might not be attracted to them. Sorry, you know, there are a lot of beautiful people that are not attractive to you. Tell them they are beautiful.
So how do we stay accountable?
Oh, the next time I'm here, I want y'all to put in the chat how many people y'all told.
Okay, that they're beautiful, they're powerful, and they're amazing.
Beautiful? No.
Oh.
Beautiful, powerful, handsome.
Oh, beautiful, powerful, and handsome.
And you can even you could tell a woman she's handsome, and you could tell a man that he's beautiful. It really depends, because I see a lot of beautiful men. And actually, in my show, because I know Constance, I can't stand to do that, but I will say in my show, typically when I'm having a moment and I see a lot of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Black men in the audience, that's one thing that I will say: beautiful, 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 beautiful Black men.
Hey,
like, beautiful, 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 strong Black
man.
Like, I love a beautiful, beautiful Black man.
I love that too.
I just think that they don't get nearly as much support and strength behind a woman. Like a lot of times women will, when they're mad, they'll be like, you ain't shit. And that they'll hold on to, as opposed to holding on to the fact that we said that you were beautiful. So sometimes you just need to hear it more often about how flippin' awesome you are.
I love that. I love that. Just get on your soapbox and tell the people how beautiful, 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 beautiful they are. All right. So you guys, that's your assignment. What is that going to do for them?
I think that the more people you tell, right? So we tell 6 people. What if those people tell 6 people? Because energy is transferable, right? Energy never goes away. And so when we transfer our energy, and here's the thing, for me, like every time I see a beautiful human and I'm like, wow, you're beautiful. Did anybody tell you you were beautiful today? Like, understand that you are amazing. And sometimes when you hear that, and even when you present that to someone else, it all of a sudden makes you feel like you're so much better. Like all of a sudden you've been poured into when you're pouring into somebody else. So yeah, please. Yes, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're powerful.
And she did say that she knows you too.
Yes. So I will never forget this. I think we were coming in town. So I had a show in Woodbridge, Virginia. And she was selling these amazing tiger's eye bracelets. And my husband didn't have anything tiger's eye. And I bought one for him because I think my husband is a beautiful, 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 strong, beautiful Black man. Ooh. So yes, and her son was magical. Like it was a wonderful experience. So yeah, she is awesome. And if y'all get a chance to see her, make sure y'all buy some tiger's eye. It's definitely great protection.
Okay. So when we talk about, I don't know, I was actually looking for that one video that I didn't have that I wanted to add to this, but let's talk about this real quick. I don't know if you saw Marjorie Taylor, what she said to that reporter yesterday. This, look at America is just ghetto. America is so freaking ghetto right now. Look at what's going on here.
Anybody else?
Should the defense secretary?
What country are you? Wait, what country are you from?
The UK.
Okay, we don't give a crap about your opinion and your reporting. Why don't you go back to your country where you have a major migrant problem? Okay, and no. You should care about your own borders.
Do you care about
no. Let me tell you something. Do you care about people from your country? What about all the women that are raped? By migrants.
Do you care
by migrants. No, do you care? Okay, you're done.
Do you care about American lives being put at risk?
You know what? I don't care.
Service members fighting for your country.
I don't care about your fake news. Do you have a relevant question? Yeah, this is an American journalist. Thank you.
I'm an American, and I'd like to hear your answer to what she's asked.
I'm not answering her question because I don't care about her network. If you would like to ask, I can answer.
Do you have any concerns whatsoever about the complete disregard of operational security from the top level of this administration?
You want to know about complete disregard about operational security? You should talk about the Biden administration, how they ripped our borders open to terrorist, cartel, child sex trafficking, human trafficking, and drug trafficking across our borders for 4 years. The Trump administration is doing a great job, and I stand by their statements.
How the hell are we going to go from sitting up here talking about beautiful, powerful, handsome, and then we go, girl, bye.
Sorry. So what had happened was I was talking about how I'm just watching these people, because we talk about, the powers that be and racism and all that stuff. And I was just like, it's ghetto. So I'm just watching the ghetto happen. They talk about us all the time, and I'm just watching the ghetto happen, and I'm just enjoying it. I got my popcorn, my latte, and I'm just enjoying the ghetto. Anybody else enjoying the ghetto? Because we're mining our black business right now, and we're mining our black business, and we're minding our black business. That's what we need to be doing these next few years: mining, M-I-N-I-N-G, your black business, and minding your black business. Okay, so all I want you to do when it comes to that.
Yeah, go to another one.
All right.
Go to another one.
You didn't like that? You didn't want to? You didn't like that one?
Is your ass itching?
What? Oh, you sent me this one.
In October, you were on a Zoom call with your colleagues from the New Yorker magazine. Everyone took a break for several minutes, during which time you were caught masturbating on camera. You were subsequently fired from that job after 27 years of working there. And you, since then, have been on leave from CNN. Do I have all that right?
You got it all right. Sad to say.
The reason why I appreciated that is because he said, and I quote, "You're absolutely right." I'm like, I'd have been like, no.
That's what said, bruh. You guys ever did anything on Zoom or had any mishaps on Zoom? Or, hey, yes. Do you remember that one video with that little baby? It was like second grade, and the teacher was discussing this COVID, and she's like, "Tavion."
She farted?
Huh?
The one where she farted?
No, it was the mama was in the back naked. Y'all look at
David Turner. David. Oh my God, who was that back there naked? Lord, turn your camera off, Tavion.
You see how she saw it?
First of all, that's a little boy. Why are you walking around naked in front of that child? Lord Jesus, put your little naked ass.
Oh, right. Have y'all ever did anything embarrassing on the Zoom, y'all? That was during the height of COVID when all our babies was home. She was just walking around doing what she was doing. She had no idea she was on the thing. But man, look at this again. I gotta see this again. Tell y'all look like a little man, don't he? Let's look at it again.
David Turner. David. Oh my God, who was that?
David Turner knocked out. Look at David Turner knocked out.
Lord, turn your camera off, Tavion.
There's so much going on.
It was the look for me, honey. It was the look for me in every way. Okay.
Wait, let's do it again. Let's do it again. And I want you to unmute. I want to hear your reaction while we watch it. Unmute your thing because it'll mute you when the video comes on. But I want you. I want to go through this because there's a lot going on. I don't know if you really understand all. Not just the naked woman.
No, it's the little boy who's the little boy right below.
It's one that's out. It's a whole lot going on. Let's look at Tavion again. Where's it at? Where's it at? Now, who put it out is the question. Who put this shit out? Okay, let's see.
The teacher.
Let's go.
David Turner.
Girl.
David.
Look at Tavion looking at his mama.
Look at the kid right under her. The kid under her is like, ooh.
He laid down. David Turner knocked out.
David is knocked out. Yo. No, Constance, seriously, how many times have you cursed somebody out?
That was normal routine for little Tavion, for real. Tavion, he was just like, and
titties. Sorry. You ain't seen titties before. You ain't never seen titties. Mama was stepping in the closet. Mama was stepping in the closet. Oh, fix it, baby.
Or
Jesus.
Tavion, David Tide. Look, Deborah Willie, what she said, David Tide. She did that on
This
purpose.
was priceless.
She didn't do that on purpose. She don't know what to put
Definitely
her
did not
big
do-
ass on the damn thing.
Who's she doing that to? A whole bunch of little 12-year, please.
Right? No,
Again,
girl,
sit down.
second graders, first or second grade. She didn't do that on
Oh.
purpose. She didn't do that on purpose, but.
How many people?
Wait, one more time, because the way she looked up. Now I want you to see her look up at the camera when she got busted, and then she ran out. Right? Wait, where's that? Okay, unmute yourself. I want you to see this. Unmute yourself.
David Turner.
Now watch her. She go in the closet.
Oh my God, who was that baby?
Look at that big old ass. Look at. She sees the camera.
Turn your camera
Oh,
off.
she didn't see the camera yet.
Watch out.
Right there. Oh, no, it's when she heard them say her baby's name. That's when it was. She heard them say her baby's name. She didn't even hear them say, "Who's that naked?" She didn't even turn it on. What's the problem? The teacher said, "Who is that behind you naked?" And you did not even lift. No, she didn't even lift her head at that time. She lifted her head when
David Turner.
When she told him to turn it off. She don't look. She's looking for something.
Turn your camera off, Tavion.
Now she heard her son's name. You see what I'm saying? She heard naked. She didn't even flinch. She's like, I don't, maybe somebody else's mom on TV naked.
Y'all ain't gonna know. Zoom was real new back then, for real. There's a lot going on.
No, but what about the one where the guy was about to masturbate? Now, to me, that one was straight comedy. That was fire. That was hilarious because he was going to get his.
Yeah, and then we turn off.
He was. Everybody was like, Johnny, what are you about to do, Johnny? Johnny's like, bow, chicka, wow, wow. Listen, I have cursed out many of people. This was back before it was like Zoom, but we used to have. I don't even remember what it was called. It was something at the bank. And, you had to literally, anytime you needed to talk, you had to go in, you had to press something and turn it on, turn it off. And the camera never turned off because it was like one of those cameras that was attached to the screen. La Jesus, y'all.
Oh, y'all seen some stuff?
What? No. Seen some stuff. We were at the office. We ain't seen nothing. Y'all heard me curse out people and I mistakenly forgot to put the mute on.
Oh,
I'm like, this bitch here don't know what the hell she talking about how many deposits we had. Bitch, you ain't had no goddamn deposits. And I'm like, oh. They're like, April.
You're on camera.
April.
So, we were told to take a little bit of just we're gonna do. He had the lotion. Y'all remember that video? He had the lotion and everything. So y'all, real quick, I want to tell you guys about the Net 7 because that's what April and I, Felicia, and a lot of the people who are some of the people, not a lot of people, but a few of the people who are watching are in. And so this is what we do with Black women.
3 or 4 years. I've been praying for a business coach. I knew that a coach, I read many times that all the most successful people have a coach. Coaches have coaches.
I've learned how to purchase land. I've learned how to do overages in real estate. And I even learned some different things with credit that I've gotten my credit cleaned up with my bankruptcy, that I'm almost in my home stretch. Doing everything right now and applying it.
I finished 2 ebooks. If I could do it, anybody can do it. And started a nonprofit.
Gotten more out of this than I ever anticipated.
Constance has done an amazing job at placing systems to allow us to understand how to prosper in our businesses.
I'm telling you, I would move heaven and earth not to miss one of these sessions.
Yes. So Net 7 Collective is us. It's Black women who from all over the country who were coaching and they're learning business strategies. Last night, I taught them some things that blew their minds. April, you didn't get to be on there last night. You was on there.
I was on for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can I point out what Deborah just said? Because Deborah, I was really during that. I went to listen to the Pound Town real quick because I was like, this can't be real, and it is. And I'm like, wait, could you hear me?
You listened to the Pound Town song?
I did, and they really say it in the song. Anyway, I digress.
Send me the link.
Oh, I am 100%, but you can't play it.
No, not right now. I'm gonna play it afterwards. I want to hear this Pound Town. Are they talking about Pound Town for real?
Ma'am,
that kind of Pound Town.
She says the words, "Fix it, baby Jesus."
But her coochie pink and her booty holes brown.
They say it in the song.
From 1971, before we were born.
1863.
before we were born. They was talking about their coochie. I thought, and he said this predates Millie Jackson. Because remember Millie Jackson, like you listen to it, you was little, listen to Millie Jackson, like, oh my God, she's cursing on the record. Remember Millie Jackson?
I don't remember any Millie Jackson songs.
No, I don't remember any of her songs, but I remember she used to be cussing.
Yeah.
And you wasn't allowed to listen to no Millie Jackson songs because she was cussing her ass off.
It.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this last little ensemble, and then we're gonna get up out of here, y'all.
Okay? Wait, I'm sorry, because it's my fault. Listen, it's me and Deborah's fault. But I do want to put out there, those of you who have absolutely thought about joining something along the lines of Net 7, there's so many areas and so many ways that you can advance. There's so many ways that you can grow, right? And every single time, even last night. So last night I couldn't be on the whole, I was gonna say the whole episode. Last night I wasn't there the whole time, right? But I can tell you that I got gems. There's always a gem to get. And there's always something that you learn from another one of the women in the group. You learn that they're able to do things. And I'm just like, last night I found out that some people were like, hey, I can help you with finding the right personal assistant. I can help you with creating your standard operating procedures. I can help you with this, that, and the third. There's so many people in this group that can
do so many things.
Just be better. Even if you're like, I can't come every time. Okay, that's fine. But if you are a part of it, you're a part of it. Yeah. And you're able to, Constance is always putting together ways that we can interact with each other. There's something coming up in June. Yeah. But this is an amazing group of women. So if you ever thought about doing something like that, please do it. Mm-hmm. Reach out to Madam Constance Carter, and I promise you will not be disappointed.
But last night, so somebody's watching here that was there last night. I think you might have been on here when she was like, yeah, because like I wrote down in my book. All right, what you guys see all this? See these highlights, dates.
Put all our business in there.
Accountability, right? So somebody was like, yeah. So I said, okay, I need time frame. Somebody was like, end of the year. No, girl, if you don't get that shit together like next month, we ain't doing the end of the year. Then somebody said, I'm just gonna go ahead and get my master's. She's watching. Hopefully she's still on. You're getting your master's. So I had actually sent her this quote that I had posted in 2019. And I said, you're masking your procrastination as planning because you're afraid to launch. You're masking your procrastination as planning because you're afraid to launch.
That has been me. That's been me.
Afraid.
Listen, fear is debilitating. Like fear will stop you from doing a lot of shit, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I can say that with this group of women, that I think is what has helped me actually start. Yes, it's definitely helped, because you don't want to join. You don't want to say, okay, well, I'm going to have this done by this day, and then you come back and the women are like, so how's that going? And you're like, I was just playing. You can't do it.
Yeah, no.
Just because, and you have accountability coaches, and you're listening to their stories, and you're like, wait, look at what they've accomplished. I'm behind. I could have been, finished whatever it was that I started. So
if I wasn't stuck in my head, and if I wasn't stuck in my limitations, and if I wasn't scared to succeed, and if I wasn't scared to fail. So that's why we do all that personal development piece, so we can break you down, break all those lies that we've told ourselves, break them out, get them out.
They are lies.
Kicking them out. They're lies. What is the truth?
There's so many lies that we tell ourselves. And so that's another reason why the homework is so important, right?
Oh, I gave them a homework assignment too. I said, I want their 30-day action plan. Did you see that? I posted in the group. I said, I need your 30-day action plan, your next 30-day action plan, written and in action by Monday.
Your
30-day
Just like I have additional homework.
Yes.
But seriously, that's one of the reasons why, like, what you tell yourself, again, I always say this, what you tell yourself is true. And I keep talking about how horrible last year was. I have to constantly remind myself about good things about me, because I started to believe all of that negativity that happened last year. Do you get what I'm saying? And I know that there's so many of you who are watching this, and you probably feel the same way. You probably have told yourself, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, I'm too old, I had a conversation with
I'm too old.
Yeah, and again, same. I had a wonderful conversation with a woman yesterday who was saying, is it too late for me? Bitch, bye. Why would you even say that? And I'm like, you know what? I can't even be mad at you for saying that because I've said that to myself when it comes to me entertaining. And damn it, I'm a good entertainer.
You're a dope-ass entertainer. And
I've said
one of the best entertainers. Yes.
And the same thing, James, I would actually agree with you. James says the other side don't complain.
No, I don't. I don't know those people. I don't know those because he also said black people don't support. I don't know what black people you hang out with, but the black people I do. So it's, really, it's about, you got to change your circle. So the black people that you around that ain't supporting, you need to change your circle. Because if you tell me the 3 people that you hang around with, I can tell you that you're just like them. So you got to change your circle to the people who do. I'm only around black people who support. So I don't know the people that you speak of, but you got to just get in places and spaces where black people do support. I don't paint black people with a broad brush like that at all. So, no.
I don't know what question we're talking about, but
I don't agree. Let's wrap it up because you got to go. I got to go. I have to make a phone call, but there's one more. There's one more news thing. You ready? Where is it? Did y'all see this one? Did y'all see this one?
We got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot man.
They was hot at her. So then they were like, look.
Multiple Texas lawmakers took to social media to condemn Crockett for her remarks. Texas Senator John Cornyn saying, quote, Crockett's comments are disgraceful. Can you imagine if a Republican said something like this? It would be on the front page of the New York Times and all over CNN.
Didn't somebody do that?
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe that's what I said.
That reporter he is talking about is Serge Kovaleski, who now works for the New York Times. As you can see right there, he suffers from a chronic condition that impairs movement of his arms. A Times spokesman says they find it outrageous that Trump would ridicule the man's appearance.
If you laugh, you're going to hell. Anybody that's watching right now, if you laugh, April, stop. April, what? Listen, April.
Yes.
Where are you? Why is your camera off?
My camera's off. What do you mean?
Your camera is off.
No. My camera's working just fine.
See, you're double A. You're going to hell. April, you're going to hell. I'm not messing with y'all. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. Not today. Not today. Not today. Okay. So, okay.
It's not funny. I promise you. It's that it caught me so off guard. I was caught off guard, and that's what happened. That's the reason that I don't watch the news, because I feel that the news is filled with bullshit.
All right, so listen, let me do one more. Hold on.
On March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. I'm saying that figuratively. Obviously, everything that I am promoting is nonviolent. And so definitely don't want anyone to take that word literal in any way.
All right, so she's like, we need to take Trump down. Basically, shut down his business. And then here's what
she turns and says, oh, I'm not calling for violence. Well, she is an elected public official. And so she needs to tread very carefully.
But then we have
the United States, Donald J. Trump, who rallied that crowd earlier today.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women, and we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. you have to show strength and you have to be strong.
And they listened to their leader. They marched on the Capitol, they stormed it, they broke in. And the president is even now defending the mob attack, saying, and I quote him, "These are things that happen when a sacred landslide victory is stripped away."
And then he pardoned them. And they're talking about she's inciting a riot because she says she wants to take down Elon, not violently. They reached it like
no. And so I'm gonna do a Donald Trump real quick. I think it's reached on every single side, and that's why I hate the news, and that's why I hate politics.
He didn't incite that riot.
Actually, I don't think so.
Okay, and so why did he pardon him?
But I will say this. I don't think that. What was the one that you just showed before that? The one before that. I agree.
The handicapped person. I don't want to talk about that one because you're gonna no.
But I'm just saying, like every time you look at it, like every time, I swear, on one side they'll be like, we need to fight, and then the other side is like, they said that we should go out and fight people. Like, no, they weren't saying that. Like, come on, sit down. We're doing too much.
They did. They went out and they incited the riot. They went out. They stormed the Capitol. Somebody died. Yes, and then he pardoned them. And he said, well, that kind of things happens. He's the president of the United States. So understand what he says has a lot of power.
Yes,
more than you, me, or even Jasmine Crockett.
Yes. But that other one was really, really bad.
I'm not messing with
you. Horrible. So you can't pick and choose, okay?
I'm not messing with you. So anyway, April, that's all. You know, we just wanted to give you a little bit of a midweek roundup. April's going to be with me like every week. We just going to talk about some stuff. So I know that you guys are going to come every time April comes on here. The rest of the week, we're going to try to give you something that you could chew on. And I always want you to take something away and learn something with us. I want you to be able to take something away and so that you could build your life with, because, you know, that's what this is about. As we look at all the crazy things going on in the world, is okay, how do we insulate ourselves? How do we grow from this? How do we learn from this? How do we build ourselves, our families, our communities? What should we do? And, you know, we continue to invest in yourself. That's the biggest thing. And by the way, y'all, I do have the Bring Your Idea to Life training on Saturday. I think I have 2 spots left to the Bring Your Idea to Life training. Yo, and the reason why I have 2 spots left, April, because it's hands-on, it's a workshop. I can't have too many people there because I'm helping them to really take their idea, their dream from ideation to manifestation.
When you just did it, it was so magical. Like, we had an opportunity to speak to, I think, 3 people from that class. And I'll say that just speaking to them and hearing how impactful it was for them, but also knowing what we do in Net 7, and we do it on a much larger scale as it relates to Net 7. I'll just say, like, if you have an idea, join, y'all.
What I didn't know was no, and I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this because I don't want you to think it's going to be that. But somebody had a breakthrough and they broke down and they cried and they shared, and it was a beautiful experience for everybody that was in the class. And it was beautiful. It was just kind of washed because they didn't understand really what they had, and you know, it was great. It was great. So one more again, I want to show you guys once again. I want to make sure that you sign up because there's only 2 spots available because it's just me and y'all. And I want to make sure you bring your idea to life. The Bring Your Idea to Life training was originally a 2-day training. Some of the students had an idea in their mind. They weren't sure what they wanted to do. They had a business that they wanted to really get off the ground, or they had a business that they wanted to scale and grow. Don't listen to me. Listen to what they had to say about their experience in the training.
I came with just an idea. I really didn't know how or what to do. I walked away with not only knowing what I came in with, but what I was able to accomplish while I'm here in my next steps.
It really take me out of my comfort zone. Although I have all these passion about specifically something that I wanted to create, I didn't know where to go. And this training actually helped me to take whatever was in my head, put it on paper, forced me to do what I didn't expect I was gonna do. I thought I was just gonna come and just follow a lecture. I didn't know I was gonna do step by step, and at the end of it, create something that I could actually start working on.
This workshop has been really, informative and transformational. It's not just informational; it has actionable steps that you can do. And like throughout this whole workshop, Constance kind of always see where we were at, asking like, why would we buy? Helping us crystallize our offer, helping us, have more clarity and be able to articulate our offering and our vision and what we can, provide. And, I recommend this workshop. It's really, it has been transformational, and I'm thankful for signing up.
So listen, seating is limited because I can only take so many people in this training with me by myself. However, I want to help you get from ideation to manifestation to monetization. So you need to sign up for the training, and let's bring your idea to life. So April, one of the things I was saying before you got on was that I was going to increase the price to $149, and I did not have an opportunity to because I don't have an assistant. So I'm doing everything myself, and I've been what I've been doing. Like my days.
What's the price now?
It's $97. It was $97. It was supposed to go up to $149 on Monday. I didn't have the time to increase it because you know how busy my ass been. You know what I've been doing, like from sun up to sundown. You was like, what? Yeah, sun up to sundown. I've been busy, so I don't have an assistant to like do all that stuff for me. So I'm actually hiring an assistant, y'all. But the other thing is,
wait, I told you I would do it. I gave you my price. You don't want to do it?
No, I don't like you that much, so no. But it's still $97. It's not $149. I didn't raise the price. It's worth well over $500. This training, literally. These people that were in that training, they paid $497 for this. $497, $397 for this. $97 for you. Come on now, you can't beat that. They paid $397. They said it was some of the best money they spent. So, April.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you. I love it when you come on here and everybody, they said all the great things about you. You see that? Thank you, Miss April. You see, somebody said, I think Black Lexicon said, who was that said that? April is so down to earth, and she really is. She is, and for her to be who she is, y'all don't know who she is. For her to be who she is, for her to be that down to I love it, April. I always listen. I don't never get tired. It don't get never, ever get old. But that's why I say, y'all, that's why I say to be who she is I'm privileged and I'm honored to just share space with her and to be her friend.